As humans, we all have our own quirks and preferences. But have you ever wondered what kind of peculiar requests a king might make? Well, brace yourself for a royal surprise. King Charles III, the current monarch of a certain kingdom, has some truly bizarre demands when it comes to his servants. From the hilarious to the downright absurd, his servants are always on their toes to fulfill his every wish. Number 1. King Charles II found the Royal Astronomer position in 1675 to create a precise map of the sky for navigation. John Flamsteed served as the first royal astronomer until 1720, providing the royal family with astronomical insights. Since then, many royal astronomers have been appointed, including Martin Rees, the current royal astronomer under King Charles III. The position is now mostly honorary, with a yearly stipend of £100 and membership in the royal household. Number 2. King Charles had once waited for his staff to clear his desk so he could continue working, but a video of the event caused a stir on Twitter. The footage showed the king treating his staff questionably and making gestures to clear the table for him. Although the video was part of the official coverage of a historical event, it garnered backlash from people who believed that no one, especially members of the royal family, should treat others that way. The video provided insight into how the king expects to be served, suggesting that he might be someone who expects even the smallest things to be done for him. Despite some royal fan enthusiasts blaming the incident on poor desk setup, the "treat others how you'd expect to be treated" theory doesn't seem to apply to King Charles. Number 3. The king has a grand carver, a position that has been part of the royal family's history for centuries. Every sovereign from the past has had a grand carver, making it one of the oldest jobs in England. This role is considered vital and traditional within the royal family and is usually passed down from generation to generation. The grand carver is employed by the king and has one job: to perfectly slice and serve meat to His Majesty and the royal family during special occasions and royal banquets. The grand carver is expected to cut meat into uniform sizes of length and thickness. Although the role may seem outdated in today's world, it's just one of the many important positions in King Charles's staff. Currently, the position is held by the Earl of Denbigh and Desmond. Number 4. King Charles has specific food standards that must be met by his staff. He makes odd requests, such as pre-warming biscuits to a particular temperature before he eats them. His staff keeps a warming pan nearby just in case he demands one. The king only eats a light breakfast and one main meal throughout the day, and he doesn't have lunch. Royal staff allegedly find it challenging to keep up with the king's demands. Currently, the Earl of Denbigh and Desmond holds the position of Grand Carver, responsible for perfectly slicing and serving meat to the king and the royal family during special occasions and royal banquets. Number 5. King Charles has a royal piper who wakes him up every morning, which is just one of the many age-old traditions that the royal family observes. The royal piper, also known as the Piper of the Sovereign, has been tasked with the job of playing the bagpipes outside the king's window every day at 9 a.m. to wake him up. This tradition started with Queen Victoria over a century ago and has been passed down ever since. The current piper, Piper Major Paul Burns, took over from his predecessor, who played at the late Queen Elizabeth II's funeral last year. Although King Charles is usually already awake before 9 a.m, the piper continues to play as part of his honourable tradition. Number 6. The king has strict requirements for state banquets, including a preference for a coddled egg salad and green tea bought at 70 degrees Celsius. He dislikes chocolate, coffee and garlic at his table and has undisclosed requests to make him comfortable. A silver Malden sea salt container can always be found at the king's seat. Number 7? King Charles expects the Royal Horological Conservators to meticulously set every clock within the royal family's domain. As a man of tradition, King Charles upholds every age-old royal family duty, and he expects his staff to adhere to his unique way of doing things. It's not surprising that every member of the royal family is taught the importance of these age-long traditions. As monarch, King Charles entrusts the royal family's horological conservators to set all the clocks in the palace, which is estimated to be around 1,500 royal clocks. The conservators are expected to set all the clocks accurately, which are scattered across the different properties of the royal family, including Windsor Castle, Buckingham Palace, and Holyrood House. The Royal Collection contains some of the finest historic clocks in existence, reflecting mechanical innovation over the centuries and the taste of successive monarchs. Among the 1500 timepieces are musical clocks, astronomical clocks, miniature clocks, and turret clocks. This role requires a specific set of skills that not everyone is qualified for. The royal family's horological conservators are well paid, with an estimated salary of around $50,000 and are expected to work for at least 37.5 hours per week. Number 8. King Charles, the current monarch of the United Kingdom, has a strict set of rules for his staff at Buckingham Palace. The royal staff, who are responsible for catering to the preferences of the entire royal family, have a stressful and demanding job that requires commitment and dedication. As a matter of custom, the royal flag bearer, also known as the flag sergeant, is responsible for raising or lowering the flag of the royal standard from Buckingham Palace when the king is in residence. Pets are not allowed for current staff members, as per the palace's rules. The palace houses various offices, including media officers who help maintain the king's image in the media. The flag sergeant is usually a non-commissioned officer from the Household Division Brigade and is a serving military officer. The different flags at Buckingham Palace are usually stored at the office of the flag sergeant, who is also expected to dispatch royal standards to places the king would be visiting within the United Kingdom and outside the United Kingdom. Being a part of the royal family, particularly the head of the family, is a big privilege, with lots of responsibilities and pampering. Number 9. The staff at Buckingham Palace must follow strict rules set by King Charles, who has high expectations for his employees. These rules must not be broken, as staffers are responsible for the preferences of the entire royal family. The job is stressful, requiring extra care and commitment. Buckingham Palace is home to various offices, including private secretaries, government liaisons, and media officers who help maintain the image of the king in the media. One major rule is the no pet policy, which still stands despite King Charles owning 2 dogs. Current staff members are not allowed to have pets. Number 10. King Charles III has a very specific morning routine that requires a lot of patience from his staffers. According to Paul Burrell, a former staffer who worked with Princess Diana and King Charles, the king likes to begin his day with a meticulously arranged set of dress towels and freshly pressed pajamas, along with his shoelaces that are also ironed. His bath plug must face a particular direction, and the royal staff is expected to do this every morning. In addition, his staff is expected to squeeze exactly 1 inch of toothpaste onto his toothbrush every morning, making it a meticulous task. Although these requests may seem odd, the king expects them to be carried out, and his staff is expected to comply whether it makes sense or not. Despite rumors of poor desk setup, the recent video of King Charles waiting for his staff to clear his desk suggests that he might be someone who expects even the smallest things to be done for him. In fact, his morning routine demands meticulous attention to detail, which can be frustrating for his staffers. Number 11. King Charles III has a peculiar way of managing his staff. Despite their hard work, there is no job guarantee, as the king has specific preferences on how his assignments and requests should be carried out. He has strict rules and protocols, and any staff member can be dismissed at any moment, regardless of their length of service or quality of work. In September, after King Charles was crowned, over 90 staff members were unexpectedly fired, including long-term staff members of the former Prince of Wales. This caused panic among the remaining staff, and while the king's personal assistant defended the layoffs as an adjustment to his new role, whether or not such mass layoffs are justifiable remains a matter of debate. With that said, thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more. If you found the content helpful, give the video a like. See you in the next video. Till then, take care.